Hello there. Today I want to tell you a bit more about our assignment, which is case number E, the drainage bag holder. For who are we solving this challenge? Actually, for two types of persons. On the one hand, for the patient who has to carry around a drainage bag after an operation, and on the other hand, for the nurse who has to care for the patient. What is the problem and where is it located? Let's divide the problem into two parts. What is the problem for the patient? The patient is carrying not only a drainage bag, but also a stander with infusion bags. The problem is that the patient has to take both of these things if he wants to go for a walk or simply go to the bathroom. The infusion bags are no problem, but you can't hang the drainage bag anywhere, which forces the patients to carry it around or to put it on the ground. This causes a few inconveniences like unhygienic stages, no mobility for the patients, and so on. Next, what is the problem for the nurse? The nurse has to check the level of urine in the bag, and if full, she has to empty it with a large cup. The large cup of urine is later on emptied in the toilet. The drainage bag needs to stay under hip height, which means that the nurse always has to go low if she wants to empty it, which in turn is not very ergonomic. To make sure we fulfill all the wishes of the patient and nurse, we made a list of requirements. We can divide the problem into multiple demands, divide these even more, and come up with some solutions that we want to have in our final product. To start with hanging. We obviously want to hang the bag, but it needs to stay hygienic, safe, and easy to empty. So the product needs to be cleansable. The drainage bag mustn't fall, and because for easy emptying, we want something adjustable. So, solutions, an anti-slip add-on with few parts. To save the nurse some time in their daily work, we want something temporary, so the product can be used for multiple patients, and again, we want an add-on. Because some of the equipment is already expensive enough, we want to keep it as low as possible this time, which means we want few and simple parts that are small and recognizable in a way we understand how to use it. So we design a product that is based on products that we use on a daily basis. Because hospital equipment is sometimes very complicated, we want to design something that makes sense for both the nurse and the patient. That means easy and quick to use, so a clamp to add on the infusion stander which the patient is already using. This is what we came up with. A clamp to put on the infusion pole. The patient can easily hang his drainage bag on the infusion stander and make a walk. And the nurse can adjust the clamp so she can empty the bag easier. How do we tell the story for the nurse? Well, two options. Or she orders this design which comes in separate parts which she can assemble, or she can make one of her own in a fab lab. The clamp is easily hooked on the stander, and when she takes it off, she can clean it. The storyboard for the patient is also pretty easy. The nurse explains the patient how the clamp works and puts it on the infusion stander. When the patient wants to go to the bathroom or go for a walk, he can put the bag on the clamp and off he goes. Quickly showing how to put the clamp on the tube of the infusion stander. Our detailed design doesn't need much explanation because it's actually very simple. The product consists only of 6 parts. It consists of 2 plastic parts, or the wings, 1 hinge, 1 spring, and 2 pieces anti-slip rubber. Now, a quick voice tutorial on how to make this product. First, 3D print the blue wings. This will cost you around €6 depending on the weight of the product and duration of the print. Then hook these two into each other. Next, take a spring out of a hairpin or a clothing pin, which costs €3 to €6, and place it between the blue wings. Then cut a hinge from a long metal bar with the right measurements and put it through the blue parts and the spring. Last but not least, cut 2 pieces of rubber from an inner tube, 1 millimeter, and glue or tape these on the inside of your clamp. And there you have it, your personal made drainage back clamp. Thanks for listening, and I hope you like the result.